Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning guys, how are you today? I hope you guys are fine. This video was made to fulfill the structure assignment of Terstruktur Kapita course with the teaching lecturer Mr. Hendri, Handoko, M.Pd. We are from 4th group consisting Inka as first speaker, then Marisa the last speaker, and myself, the second speaker and moderator. We will present material on Matematika Logika. And before watching this video, let's read Basmalah together first. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, let's just go to the first speaker. To Inka, it's time yours.
Nah, materi selanjutnya yaitu tentang ingkaran. Ingkaran ini atau biasa disebut negasi ya, adalah suatu pernyataan yang diperoleh dari pernyataan sebelumnya dan mempunyai nilai kebenaran yang berlawanan dengan pernyataan sebelumnya. Jadi ketika ada pernyataan nih, pernyataan ini tuh positif, nah berarti kebalikannya adalah negatif. Begitu juga ketika pernyataannya negatif, berarti ingkarannya itu adalah positif. Nah, di sini terdapat contoh. Nah, di sini ada pernyataan P di mana saya sudah mandi. Gimana ingkarannya? Ingkarannya itu berarti negatif ya, karena saya sudah mandi itu merupakan kalimat positif. Berarti ingkarannya adalah saya belum mandi. Kemudian pernyataan majemuk. Nah, pernyataan majemuk yang pertama yaitu konjungsi. Konjungsi adalah suatu pernyataan majemuk yang menggunakan kata dan disimbolkan dengan V kebalik yang seperti kalian lihat di gambar. Dan jika terdapat dua pernyataan P dan Q, maka konjungsinya adalah benar. Nah, untuk mempermudah di sini ada tabel kebenarannya. Terus untuk ingkaran dari konjungsi ini mempunyai nilai yang berlawanan dari konjungsi sebelumnya. Jadi misalkan ingkaran P dan ingkaran Q berarti konjungsinya yaitu negatif lagi. Oke, selanjutnya yaitu disjungsi. Disjungsi ini adalah pernyataan majemuk dengan kata hubung atau, sehingga notasinya itu dengan huruf V atau dibaca atau. Jadi P atau Q. Nah, berikut ini juga tabel kebenaran dari disjungsinya. Kalau tadi di konjungsi itu ketika P-nya positif dan Q-nya itu negatif, berarti negatif ya kalimatnya. Nah, kalau di disjungsi ini ketika P-nya positif, Q-nya negatif, itu positif. Jadi mudah untuk menghafal konjungsi dan disjungsi ini. Nah, sama juga dengan konjungsi, ingkaran negasi dari konjungsi, negasi dari disjungsi ini juga mempunyai nilai yang berlawanan dari disjungsi.
Okay, thank you Inka. And the second speaker is me. The next material is implication. Implication is two statements P and Q which are expressed in front of sentence. If P then Q are called implication or conditional statement and are denoted as P implication Q.
Jadi, nilai kebenaran untuk implikasi hanya bernilai salah ketika P benar dan Q salah.
Next, negation of an implication. Negation of an implication has the opposite value of the previous implication. Nah, jadi tuh negasi dari implikasi ini nilai kebenarannya kebalikan dari implikasinya. Untuk tabel kebenarannya bisa diperhatikan di PowerPoint. B implication. B implication is a compound statement from to statement associated with the word if and only if. Jadi di implikasi ini menggunakan kata hubung jika dan hanya jika.
B implikasi bernilai benar ketika P dan Q benar dan P dan Q salah.
Negation of the implication. Negation of the implication has opposite follower of the previous implication. Jadi nilai kebenarannya yang berkebalikan dengan diimplikasinya. The next are inverse, converse, and contraposition. Okay, attention. I have a statement. If Ira a singer, then she is an artist. So, statement P is Ira is a singer as hypothesis, and statement Q is she is an artist as conclusion. You can form several statements related to the implication of P implication Q, such as first, Q implication P is if Ira is an artist, then she is a singer. The second, negation P implication negation Q is if Ira is not a singer, then she is not an artist. And the third, negation Q implication negation P is if Ira is not an artist, then she is not a singer. So, statement Q implication P is called converse, and statement negation P implication negation Q is called inverse, and the last statement of negation Q implication negation P is called contraposition. Compound statement that are three of kinds. The first, tautology, the second, contradiction, and the third, contingency. The first, tautology. Tautology is a compound statement that is always worded correct for all possible always truth from its component statement. Jadi, tautologi ini adalah pernyataan majemuk yang nilai kebenarannya selalu benar. The second is contradiction. Contradiction is a compound statement in which the truth values is always wrong. Kontradiksi ini kebalikannya dari tautologi. Kalau tautologi itu nilai kebenarannya selalu benar, sedangkan kontradiksi ini nilai kebenarannya selalu salah. The third is contingency. Contingency is all compound statement that are not tautology or contradiction. In other words, is the contingency of the truth value is true and something wrong. Jadi, contingency ini adalah semua pernyataan majemuk tetapi bukan termasuk tautologi ataupun kontradiksi. Nah, nilai kebenarannya contingency ini ada yang benar dan juga ada yang salah.
Maybe enough here. Thanks for attention.
Okay, and the last speaker is Marisa. So Marisa, it's time's yours.
The first, I will explain about the universal quantum, the existential quantum, and the negotiation. As you have learned, an open sentence can be converted into a statement or closed sentence. Among other things, by applying a quantum. The quantum that we know is the universal quantum and the existential quantum. So that you can understand it, consider the following description. A. Universal quantum sentence. Suppose Vx is an open sentence with X member of the set of speech universe S. Statement Read, for every x applies Vx is called a universal counter sentence. The use of the word for every in the universal counter is equivalent to the word for all, for each. B. The existential counter sentence. Suppose Vx is an open sentence is a set of speech universe S. Statement. Read, there is an x, so the Vx is called an existential counter sentence. The word there is equivalent to the word there, several, and for at least one. See the noun or negation of counter sentence. Negation, as we have seen before, can be interpreted as a denial of a truth value. The negation of a universal counter sentence is a existential counter sentence, while the negation of existential counter sentence is a universal counter sentence. If there is a universal quaternary sentence and existential quaternary sentence, the negation of both is written as follows. Negation for every x applies Vx equal there is an x so that not Vx. Negation there is an x for Vx equal for every x applies not Vx. The second about conclusion with salah. One of the methods of drawing conclusion on logic is the deduction method. The method is drawing specific conclusion from general statement. The deduction method always contains three statements. The first two statements called premise and the latter are called conclusion. The premise supports the conclusion. If one of the premise is wrong, then the conclusion will be wrong. The structure of drawing conclusion is as follows: premise 1, premise 2, and conclusion. The series of premise and their conclusion are also called arguments. Arguments are said to be valid if the process of drawing conclusion is correct. Thus, a conclusion can be made in the form of a false statement. If on top the argument is valid, a valid argument is a tautology. The method of drawing conclusion that will be studied in this section are syllogism, modus ponens, and modus tollens. A. Syllogism. Syllogism is a method of drawing conclusion with the following rules. Let V, Q, and R be statements. Premise 1. If V, then Q. Premise 2. If Q, then R. Conclusion. If V, then R. B. modus ponens. Modus ponens is a method of drawing conclusion with the following rules. Let P and Q the statement. Premise 1. If P, then Q. Premise 2. P and conclusion Q. C. Modus tollens. Modus tollens is a method of drawing conclusion with the following rules. Let P and Q be single statement. Premise 1. If P, then Q. Premise 2. Negation Q and conclusion negation P. Okay, maybe that's enough from me. Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Marisa. Okay, maybe that's enough for the presentation from us. Is lacking and the lack of apologies. Thanks for attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah.